Toronto Marlies non-practice day today for the main group. The goaltenders did get on the ice here at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. I'm Todd Crocker along with Bob McGill. And Bob, when you look at what happened to the Toronto Marlies last night, a home crowd here in Utica certainly drove a bit of the difference.
Without question, Todd. And, their backs against the wall were the Utica Comets, and had yet to play a home game as they lost both games in Toronto to kick the series off. And their home crowd very much anticipating the fact that they're getting a chance to get back into this series. They were loud and proud, there's no doubt about that. And when Reed Boucher, who comes in to the series for the first time, scores a power play goal to get things going here for the Utica Comets. That was really the spark that lit the powder keg, and it kind of exploded from there, and they ended up with two more goals to lead 3-0 after the first period and the second period. The Marlies tried to get back into it with the goal themselves to make it a 3-1 game, but a fourth goal to make it 4-1 kind of really did the Marlies in, and as a result, the Utica Comets have closed the gap here in this series to a 2-1 advantage. But Game 4 here in Utica come Friday night, it's an opportunity for the Marlies to get back the way they know they can play and proved all season with their 30 road victories that they can close out the Comets here in their building in that hockey game.
Well, we were talking with Ben Burnell from the Utica Observer-Dispatch, and he brought up an interesting but unusual stat. In the 5-year history of the Utica Comets, they have never lost a Game 3 in the playoffs. So an odd and unusual stat, but nonetheless, it sits out there, and they remain unbeaten in the third game. They'll play the fourth game come Friday night right here in Utica. We'll have that game for you, of course, on Leafs Nation Network. A lot of people anticipating that the Leafs, now that they are eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs, Bob, they might be sending some people back. But would they arrive, you figure, before Friday?
You know what? I don't know. I don't think that'll happen. I think that obviously Andreas Johnsson and Travis Dermott and Kasperi Kapanen would all be available to come back and help out the Toronto Marlies. So it remains to be seen whether they will be coming in today or early tomorrow for a game Friday. I would maybe more anticipate the fact that if the Marlies, this group that got it done with those guys not around over the last month of the regular season and longer, they're going to get the opportunity to close out the series here on the road. But if it has to come down to a game 5 to decide it all on Sunday, you may get the injection of a couple of those players certainly into the Toronto lineup to help them move on to round number 2.
And the next game, as I say, Friday night. It is at 7 o'clock from right here at the Adirondack Bank Center in Utica, New York. And we will have it for you on Leafs Nation Network at 7 p.m.